We got a developing story coming out of Boulder, Colorado, as Deion Sanders finally found his new defensive coordinator. But when you come across this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you got your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball Dropping drops another hot banger. And if this is your first time coming across the channel and you're new to the platform, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, post your comments, share the video out. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. I see everybody in the comments section, #salute. And you know what my mantra is. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. Well, today, man, we got a developing story out of Boulder, Colorado. Deion Sanders has finally found his new defensive coordinator to replace Charles Kelly. But before we get off into this video was sponsored by our new sponsor, SeatGeek.
SeatGeek, the official sponsor of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, the #1 rated ticketing app, over 28 million downloads, 70,000 plus events from concerts to sports, all your tickets across the web, all in one place, rated 1 to 10. Green means good, red means bad, and all your tickets are backed by your buyer's guarantee. And remember, use my promo code Simply Ball Dropping at checkout to get $20 off your purchase.
And remember, by using that Simply Ball Dropping promo code at checkout, you're only supporting the channel. Well, let's get right off into it, man. Well, today, man, we got some breaking news out of Boulder, Colorado. Deion Sanders has finally found his replacement for Charles Kelly on the defensive side of the ball. Now, this news breaks just about 20 minutes ago, and it's coming straight out of Boulder, Colorado. Now, we got credible sources that are tied to this situation that are saying that Deion Sanders is prepared to name Robert Livingston as his new defensive coordinator. Now, you guys know Robert Livingston, he was an NFL guy. He was a safeties coach for the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, Robert Livingston, he's a young talent, man. So the reports, Bengals safeties coach Robert Livingston set to join Deion Sanders at Colorado. Now, the Bengals safeties coach Robert Livingston is expected to become the next defensive coordinator of the Colorado Buffaloes, according to Ian Rappaport of NFL Network. Ian Rappaport, he's a credible source. Livingston has been on the Bengals staff for the past 9 seasons from 2015 to 2023. He has also worked for the organization as a scout from 2012 to 2014. Livingston helped Jesse Bates develop into one of the NFL's best safeties and is well respected throughout the NFL. Head coach Zach Taylor will have to fill another void on his staff. He promoted Dan Pitcher to offensive coordinator following Brian Callahan's departure, but he hasn't found a new quarterbacks coach to replace Pitcher. It sounds like Taylor will have to find a new safeties coach in the near future. Now, this is going to be a major get for Deion Sanders in that defensive side of the ball. Livingston is well respected in the NFL, and like Deion Sanders said, you know, when he went on Fox Undisputed with Skip Bayless and Keyshawn Johnson, he stated that it was an NFL guy. So I think at this time, Deion Sanders has found his guy in Robert Livingston. Now, you guys know Ian Rappaport, he works for the NFL, and he's a credible source. So Ian Rappaport took to his Twitter, and this is what he had to say. Ian Rappaport, Bengals secondary coach Robert Livingston is in Colorado talking and speaking with Buffalo's coach Deion Sanders and is expected to be named their new defensive coordinator. A Lou Armano discipline. He is a very impressive young coach. Now, you know, Ian Rappaport, he covers the NFL, and Ian Rappaport, when he puts things out there, it's credible. So when Ian Rappaport is on the trail, he knows what he's talking about. So this is a credible source. I don't think we have to wait no longer. I think Deion Sanders has made his decision on who his defensive coordinator was going to be. And like he said, he had, you know, nullified it and simplified it down to 3 candidates that was in the NFL. And at first, we thought it was going to be Mike Zimmer, but Mike Zimmer, I think he's going to be interviewed by the Dallas Cowboys in this situation. So I think that took him off the slate. But what happened is Robert Livingston, the Bengals secretary coach fell right in the mold of Deion Sanders, and Deion Sanders is set to name his new defensive coordinator. Now, at this time, we don't know when it's going to take place, but at this time, we're waiting for the announcement. But right now, this is breaking news coming out of Boulder, Colorado, that Deion Sanders is set to name Robert Livingston his new defensive coordinator. Like I stated, Livingston is coming from the Cincinnati Bengals in the NFL. Now, all the guys that they recruited and committed to the defensive side of the ball this year in the 2024 recruiting class, the upgrades, the guys that jumped in the transfer portal, like I've always stated, on paper, these guys look good. They look good on paper. Now you bring in a new defensive coordinator in there to bring it all together, to let them perform on that football field. Now, he can take the likes of a Travis Hunter, a Shiloh Sanders, Cormani McClain, all them under his wing and propel them for the next level when they go off into the NFL. And he can mold these guys. So I think Deion Sanders has the confidence in what he's doing and the confidence in who he is bringing in to be his new defensive coordinator, because Deion Sanders has been very calculated with his decision, and it's been a minute. Like he said in his coaching staff, he wants to bring in the right guys. And, now they finally got somebody to replace, Charles Kelly that was under Deion for 1 year. Now, we all know what happened to Sean Lewis, the offensive coordinator, kind of got demoted through the middle of the season, and Pat Shurmur took over. Now Pat Shurmur is the full-time offensive coordinator. So with Pat Shurmur running that offense, being an offensive coordinator, and now Robert Livingston as the new defensive coordinator, putting things together, it's going to be some scary times in Boulder, Colorado. Just hopefully they can all put it together, man, and bring this one thing together on the football field, and the Colorado Buffaloes perform and go out there and put the names that are on this paper, on this football field, and reel off these victories, man, and get themselves in bowl contention. Like Deion Sanders always said, he was a couple pieces away. He filled them voids, and also he revamped and retooled his coaching staff. So kudos to Deion Sanders and his coaching staff for doing their due diligence, going out there, not rushing the process on getting guys that was going to be committed, and also doing their due diligence and getting the right coaching staff to coach these young group of men to, propel them off to the next level. Like I've always said, Colorado is trending in the right direction, and this time it's official now. Deion Sanders is set to name Robert Livingston his new defensive coordinator. Now, Deion been dealing with this, people talking bad about him all his life, but Deion always had a message for everybody. Deion Sanders was one of them guys that always said,
what makes you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established me, so you ain't nothing you can do to me. I've been dealing with this foolishness since Pee Wee football, man. I've been him. I've been a difference maker, a game changer. I've been that guy. So what would change now that I'm coaching? Not a darn thing. I'm not even playing the game, and you got an opinion of me. I'm not even on the field. But I'm pretty sure I get every darn coach I'm playing against, head coaches, and anything you want to do. But I love it, but I don't care. And I wish the world thought like that. Youngsters, if you're out there right now, do not give a darn what opinions people have of you, long as that opinion is not consistent of that of yourself. You be you. I'm not playing to make you feel good about me. I already feel good about me. I'm good.
Yeah, you heard what Deion Sanders had to say, man. He's good. He's been dealing with this foolishness ever since he stepped foot into a football arena, a baseball arena, and whatever he's done, man. So Deion Sanders and that coaching staff, man, they did their due diligence, man. They got the right guy in there. And like I said, Colorado's trending in the right direction. So guys, leave your comments down in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Also, thanks for supporting the channel. Couldn't do it without you guys. Also, man, share this video out. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
Another one.